What's going on, Libra? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you a June 2021 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well in the Libra community. For those of you who are returning to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the love and support you show. For those who are new, welcome to the community. There's a variety of readings here, so hopefully you'll find something that you connect with and you'll decide to join the community. This is going to be a general read, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. The Silent Enemies reading is a reading that is designed to help you to pay attention to your intuition. We have been given intuition as a God-given gift, and it is used, and when it's used properly, it helps to keep you out of a lot of trouble. It can even save your life. A lot of us don't use our intuition as much as we should because in this 3D realm, we're taught that, we should be looking outside of ourselves for help. And we are spirits who are trapped in human bodies. That is the only reason we use these bodies is because we have work to do down here. There are lessons for us to learn. So we have to come here in the human form. But we are spirits. And in order for us to keep in contact with headquarters in reference to what we're supposed to be doing down here, one of the key ways to do that is through our intuition. So when we get down here, if we get too dumbed down, we tend to lose if we don't exercise that intuitive muscle, we tend to lose it because we're too busy looking for answers outside of ourselves. So this reading is designed for you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges, to get more in touch with you so that you can learn to trust yourself more and your intuition. How many times have you gotten to a situation like, I knew it, I should have listened to, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. So this is one of these readings that helps you to exercise that intuitive muscle. I'm sure there's other things you can find online that you can use as far as exercises that you can do to help, flex that intuitive muscle. But this reading is one that I designed that will help you to do that as well. So a silent enemy could be anybody, a friend, a family member, a friend, a family member, a lover. It could be your boss. It could be a neighbor, anybody that's in your energy, somebody you do business with, but you deal with this person on a regular basis. And what happens is your intuition will go off about this person and you're not really sure why. And you may just blow it off because it's just like whatever. But if we look at, a lot of situations that occur when people are backstabbed and betrayed, who are they backstabbed and betrayed by? Backstabbing and betrayal can only happen from people who are close to you. People who pretend to be your friends, who pretend to care about you, whether they're blood relatives or not. But the thing is that if you were paying attention to your intuition and you were paying attention to some red flags that you may have saw, you may have been able to check this situation before it happened. Sometimes your intuition is telling you, and there's some good parts about it too. People who are close to you, your intuition could be going off with them because the people you're around, you're all vibrating on similar frequency. So when they're off, you kind of know it. And so what you can do is you can check with them to see if they're okay, right? If they're okay, then good. If they're not okay and they tell you, hey, I'm going through something, then at least you'll be able to be there for them as a friend. So that's the positive side of this reading. The unfortunate side is that some of these people, when your intuition goes off, are people who are in your life because they're karmics, meaning that they were put in your life to teach you a lesson. Remember, we're down here, we have a job to do, and part of our job is to learn lessons, and people are put into our lives to learn lessons. A lot of us are not going to learn lessons from strangers because they're not going to get close to us. So the universe designs it so that the people closest to us are the ones that teach us lessons. So you have to learn to discern and use your intuition and determine, okay, yeah, I know this is my relative, but something's up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to interpret the cards as I see them. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Check your other placements or check another style of reading. All right. You have more than one placement in your chart, so you're not just Libra. All right. So just keep that in mind and let's begin. So we got a major arcana here. When we get a major arcana in this reading, it's very important that you pay attention to the intuitive nudges that you get around the energies that I read off if it resonates with you. Pay attention because when a major arcana shows up in any kind of tarot reading, it represents a major change that could go on in your life. And you not listening to this intuitive nudge that you get in reference to this could put you in a position where you could be in jeopardy or it could have serious ramifications. Now, The Magician energy represents Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde in the house of Gemini right now. And for you, let's see, that's your ninth house. So that is your higher mind. Make sure you check out the Mercury retrograde reading as well. Okay, that I did for you, because we got a lot of planets that are going to be in retrograde this summer. There's already, what is it, 4 of them that are there already, and 2 more are going into retrograde at the end of this month. Neptune's going into retrograde, and then Jupiter's going into retrograde. Both of those are in Pisces. So if you were familiar with the channel, you know I'm going to do readings for you to tell you where these placements are based on your ascending and sun sign, and give you an idea as to how these energies will affect you. And check out the other readings that have already been posted. Pluto has been done, but it's all one reading for all the signs. There's individual ones that have been done for Mercury. There's individual for Mercury retrograde. There's individual ones that have been done for Saturn retrograde as well. All right. So check those out. So with this Magician energy here, you know, this is all about communication. Mercury rules communication. It rules the processing of information. It rules the logical mind. Okay. And Mercury's in retrograde in your ninth house. The opposite polarity of Gemini is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius rules the higher mind. So for some of you, there could be a situation going on here that you are still tied to, that maybe you have not quite yet resolved yet. You know, you have not learned from it. You've not looked at the situation and decided, okay, you know what, I have to let this go, and I have to learn from this situation so that I can move on. So for some of you, this could be detrimental to you. There could be, we got a lot of music going on outside. Hold on a sec. So with this Magician energy here, there could be something going on in reference to some type of communication or understanding something, accepting it for what it is, and realizing what it is that you needed to learn from the situation and moving forward. I feel like some of you are having a hard time digesting a situation here. With this Magician energy here, I would definitely recommend that you check out the Mercury retrograde reading for your for Libra. Check that out and see if that resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, because that would be the best way to describe this energy here that's sitting here. So for those of you who didn't see the video, then I suggest you check that out, because I'm not going to go too deep into this because I've already done that in the Mercury retrograde video. So check that out. But this is reiterated again in this video. So it is very important that you get that message. Okay, so that's what I'm going to tell you about the Magician energy. Now in the extended, what I will do is I will clarify by giving additional 4 cards here and seeing specifically what that message is for you. But in reference to the Magician here, I recommend that you check out the Mercury retrograde video for Libra. Now, for the Two of Wands, this is Aries energy. With this Two of Wands energy, I feel like some of you are trying to decide what it is that you want to do. You're trying to decide which direction you want to go. Some of you may be considering moving or relocating. And I feel like there's somebody who is going to try to come in and intervene and interfere in your decision-making process. Some of you may have already moved or relocated, and this person may be trying to locate you or find you. I feel like this could be somebody who you may have been in a karmic connection with, somebody who does not want to let you go. Okay, now Libra, you are the opposite energy of Aries, and this is Aries energy. So your opposite polarity is Aries. So what I feel like is going on here is that you need to focus on you. Aries is a solitary energy. Okay, so I feel like what's going on with this card you see here, you have, normally when you look at the traditional tarot, you'll see that there's just one person here. You won't see the other person. It'll be just this one person here holding the globe, trying to decide what it is that they want to do. Because this is the after tarot, we have an additional person here. This additional person is trying to have an input in what you do. This is showing up in the silent enemies reading because this additional person here is someone who does not have your best interest at heart. This is someone who could be trying to control or manipulate your movements in some way, shape, or form. This could be a family member. It could be an ex-partner that doesn't want to let you go and they want to come back and be included in your world. in your decision-making process. This could be somebody who may want to move in with you as well. So you may want to be careful of people coming back around. I feel the energy of people coming back around from the past, especially with all these planets in retrograde. This is somebody who does not want you to move on. Okay, they may want to come back in and and put in place or get back in place the influence that they've had in your life. Okay, so be careful of that. And where is? Hold on a sec. Where is Aries? Okay, Aries is your seventh house. So yeah, this is the house of partnerships. Okay. For you, it's the opposite energy, and you are Libra, of course, the house of partnerships, but your seventh house is Aries. So I feel like there are decisions that you need to make on your own. Again, like I was saying with this, the whole purpose of this reading is for you to be in a position where you're able to trust yourself, trust your gut. You're not having to go off and ask other people, what's going on. It's cool to get other people's opinion, and you take those opinion and then you weigh them with the scales internally within you. Okay, does that make sense for me, what this person said? If you're really inclined to be concerned about what other people say. So you weigh that information with yourself, with your higher self, and decide what is best for you, right? And this is in all relationships, okay? Whether it's family, whether it's a work relationship, whether it's a lover, whether it's friendships. Don't be so quick to take other people's, because you are Libra, you want to balance the scales. You want things to be relatable. You want everybody to be happy. That's a beautiful energy of Libra. But on the flip side of it, that energy is often taken advantage of by others who know how to manipulate your energy. And they understand your characteristics and your personality. So they will use that against you. They will use that, and they will come in and they will infiltrate and tell you what you should do. Not actually come at you rah, but they'll come at you in a manner in which they can influence you. So you want to be careful about what you're sharing with people as far as your plans. I would recommend you keep that to yourself, especially if you are have people coming back into your life. They don't need to know where you live. They don't need to know. This could also be someone getting together, trying to find out where you are. People trying to, especially if you've moved away from people, you could have more than one person trying to find out where you are, working with somebody to try to figure out where you're located. So be careful, if you're moving away from a situation, not to tell people where you are and what's going on with you if you know that, you disappeared for a reason. Okay? Stay gone. All right. Yeah. And then, in reference to work, and what you want to do creativity, I can't even talk, what you want to do creatively, or what you want to do as far as work. You may want to partner up with people, but be careful who you partner up with. Make sure you're clear and concise in what it is that you want to do, and that you are able to express that to others, and make sure they're on the same page with you. Don't be careful of people taking your ideas. That's a major concern here. There may be people who say, oh, they want to work with you, but I feel like they have other intentions. I feel like they're coming in trying to steal your ideas or steal what it is that to turn it around so that they can use it for their benefit, but they're not going to include you in on it. So be careful of people who are coming in talking about, I want to work with you, I want to work together with you. It's showing up as a silent enemy, as in you need to be careful. Okay, be careful who you partner up with on any level. Then we got the Seven of Swords energy. This is energy of Aquarius, right? So we have Saturn in Aquarius right now, and it's in retrograde. Aquarius deals with the house of like-minded individuals, your friends, your social life, people who get together in a group effort for one cause. A lot of times it's for humanitarian efforts. So I show here with this Seven of Swords here, you need to be careful of the people that you're around. I feel like these two could be related, because the people who are coming in, so-called trying to partner up with you, have ulterior motive. And this is just reiterating that for me. And this Magician energy talks about somebody who could be manipulative. They could come in with the right words. They could come in with the right, whatever it is that they need to say. This person will come in with whatever they need to come in with to get you to sway you in their direction. And then what they'll do is they'll infiltrate your energy, and then they'll start infiltrating your plans and your goals, and, oh, I want to work with you, or how about we do this when it's your idea. And this is what their intention are. They're behind your back, sneaky, doing something, but you see this person is about to step into a bunch of bullshit, right? So if people are coming to you wanting to work with you, I would just, hear, if you want to hear them out, fine. But if your intuition tells you not to, don't deal with it, because I feel like eventually with this person stepping into this rope here, they're eventually going to hang themselves. You're going to see if you just sit back and watch. And the reason I say that also is because, Mercury's in retrograde. You don't want to take anybody back or, get too close to anybody new during this time, because with Mercury in retrograde, all of us are a little hazy. It's not that you're not intelligent and you're not, it's not an insult to your intelligence at all. It's just that when Mercury's in retrograde, the processing of our logical mind is not on full go. What it is doing right now is it's focused on things from the past. So, your thought process can be a little fuzzy. So you don't want, this is why, this is infamous with Mercury retrograde. You don't want to sign any contracts, especially long-term contracts during the Mercury retrograde. People coming towards you who want to work with you or want to be with you, if you want to get to know them, don't put too much physical energy and sex into the situation until after the Mercury retrograde energy is clear. Now, we will have... Mercury retrograde goes from May 29th through June 22nd. But keep in mind, there's always a post-shadow period, which is approximately 2 weeks. Now, that 2-week period will lead you right up until a day or two after the 4th of July. So if somebody comes back around wanting to work with you, or somebody comes back around wanting to partner up with you, or, somebody you cut off wants to come back around, if you want to feel them out and assess them, fine. But I would recommend that, number one, you watch them, you communicate with them, find out what their intentions are, and then sit back and watch them. Don't make any decisions yet. Once the energy's clear with Mercury retrograde, at that point you may want to revisit the conversation with them, see if their head has changed, because all of us are going to be a little woozy with the Mercury retrograde. Maybe they don't feel the same way anymore, and you jumped in knee deep, and then, after Mercury retrograde, they'll look at you like, this is not a good idea. I shouldn't have signed up for this. And they'll abandon ship. And then you're sitting there looking like, this person took advantage of me. They used me. They dropped me. They ghosted me. Whatever the case. But for some of you, this person's going to show who they are anyway. You just have to sit back and watch. It's a matter of time before he steps in and that rope grabs him and he drops all these swords. All those swords are all the lies and the true intentions of what this person has. All right? So you're going to find that out. So for some of you, watch the people around you. That's what I'm getting strongly here. Now, what I'm going to do in the extended is I'm going to pull 4 cards for each. And I'm going to give you the information as I see it in the cards. And hopefully that will give you some information to go on so that you're able to make the decisions that are best for you. All right. So if this reading resonated as is, feel free to click the like button. If you would like to share in the comment how it resonates, feel free to do so. The comments are reserved for people who want to share how the readings resonate. If there's any disrespect in the comments, you will be blocked, especially if you disrespect any of the other community members in the 8th house energy community. Okay, that's not tolerated. So with that being said, the link to the extended is in the box below. Feel free to join if this resonates. If not, check your other placements or check some of the other readings. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And Libra, I will see you in the extended, or I will see you in the next reading. Peace out.